Hello, and welcome back to the next awesome instalment of me clicking around a map for 20 minutes or half an hour, more in the case of the last video, 45 minutes almost, and trying to guess where the bloody hell I am in the world. This does take some patience, and if you're going to play it on your own, then you obviously can spend some time doing whatever it is you want to do. However, excuse me. However, I shouldn't really yawn straight into the microphone. However, you should spend some time, due diligence, all that, working out where you are for the best score. Woodridge. I would imagine we are in the United States of America. Looking around. Mailboxes. Again, probably Canada, America. This is probably not the way I want to go. There's a certain amount of civilization here, but not a whole lot of signs. The American flag hanging there from the pole is a good way of knowing we are. So we're probably in Woodridge. Now, I don't know where Woodridge is in America, so I'm going to need to look for something a little more concrete. As we go forward here, maybe we can find some sort of welcome to the state of sign, or drive carefully while in the state of whatever state we're in. I tell you what, these roads are in a state. No offence to the people that live here. Your road is lovely. It's actually it is actually really nice. It's a really nice area. I wished I could live in a place where you have so much land and whatever else. You know, garden to the back of you, to the left of you, to the right of you. Enough space between you and the neighbour's house that you could quite easily have your stereo on full blast, and they just wouldn't know that was the case. Whereas here in the United Kingdom, for the most part, we can't even have a conversation without the person next door hearing us. Something to be said about build quality as well as space. Nice car. That is a really nice car. It's a new Mustang. I prefer the old Mustangs. Obviously, they don't have as much grunt or as beef to them, but shouldn't this be like a left and a right rather than up and a down? Yeah, they both look as bad as each other. Let's go this way. Yeah, I have lost my train of thought. It has run away. We can't go any further in that direction. Can we go any further in the other direction? Or is this two gonna meet a dead end? No, we can go a little bit further this way. I can't work out if that's something that the Geoguessr thing does. You just can't go any further in a certain direction. Whether Google Earth just runs out of energy at that point. I've never tried to travel every single road in any country. That's also a nice car. Lots of nice cars in America. Now, can this tell us something? The Lutheran Church. church. Just not living in America, we don't have the Lutheran sect of churches in the United Kingdom. Wouldn't really know if that's state-based, like whether the people on the East Coast are particularly into those types of religions, or whether the whole of America or United States of America go in for the same religious ideas. Veteran Street, I'm sure there isn't more than one of those. We've had something of a crash here, have we? Taking its while to push forward here. I can hear my fans blowing. Computer's starting to overheat ever so slightly. Seems we have to have at least one of these. Last week to be open. Stop and see what is still available. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sounds like it's closing down. Can you tell me where you are? No. So we will move on. Keep on going, going, going. Really need some sort of trucking song on in the background here. If it weren't for copyright issues, that could maybe well be a choice. Faith in actions, family first. Well, it seems like a state or a part of a state that is into religion. Which, from my low cultural understanding of a continent far, far away from where I am, many parts of America, the United States of America, is religious. Could be anywhere. I don't want to spend too much longer travelling down this road because it seems, and I use the word civilised loosely here, it seems uncivilised in as much as there aren't any giant signs or anything. We know we're in America somewhere. Where? Pennsylvania sounds good to me. Let's go there. Okay, Wisconsin. You know, it's not horrible. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better, but I'm gonna take that. That's fine. wasn't terribly far off. Realistically, again, I'm gonna go America for this one. Could be Canada. Don't know enough about either to really say one way or the other, but people are definitely driving on the wrong side of the road, or right side of the road, however you want to look at it. County auction. What county are we in, though? Lockers for rent. Go back a little bit. Let me read that sign any better. No, doesn't appear so. Does the other way look any better than this way? No, we're on some giant interstate kind of road by the looks of it. Well, talk amongst yourselves while we drive along this road here. Hum a little tune to yourself or something. It's kind of a bit weird. Couldn't tell if that was birds or leaves blowing off the top of that tree. Not saying the birds are blowing off. Again, I mean, we know we're in America, or at least it's a bloody good guess that we're in America. The problem is where. I'm sure, not to say America's homogenous in any way, shape or form, but I imagine lots of parts of America have big open fields with farm in them. I mean, does wheat only get farmed in one particular state? Kind of like, I don't know, oranges mostly come from Florida. Well, that's my ignorant assumption anyway. Most oranges come from Florida, but maybe that's just advertising having done its job. Adopt a highway. Stark County Bicycle Club. Well, we're in Stark County anyway, which is fantastic if you're Iron Man. You've got a whole county named after you. However, I don't know where Stark County actually is within the very, very small and tiny country of America. It's not a huge, massive land at all, is it really? I was kind of hoping this truck would be more truck-like, because they usually have some good information on the side of them. Something about farms or another. Keep on going then. Again, I don't have any wish to drag this on any longer than I really have to. At some point it will be pin the tail on a donkey. We will just pick parts of the United States of America where we think this place might be, and we will just have to hope that we're not thousands of kilometres out. Straw for sale. There's not something I see every day of the week. What about this? Is this sign any better? Rainbow's End, Pot of Gold Nursery. Well, it's an awesome name. It's a lovely house and yard as well. Mobile home slash caravan, or whatever you want to call those things. Doesn't say much, because I believe a lot of Americans have those as well. Not necessarily state specific, those things. Shame there isn't a state sign along there here somewhere, or some information about what state we're in. I suppose if you live in America, you may well know what sort of place would have massive. I think it's corn. Massive rows and rows of corn growing. I may just have to call time on this one again. As I say, just stick a pin in the map of roughly where I think this might be. It is time for me to do that. Now, where do I want to stick my pin exactly? Um, ugh. Somewhere in the middle might be fantastic. Um, let's just go Ohio. We'll go here. That is, I mean, the fact that we're so close to a town as well, um, is amazing to me. A rather large city, and yet the roads seem so barren and bare. But there you go. We wasn't actually that far out at all. I think we're even in the right state. I think we stay in the state lines. So we're only 151.3 miles from the location, which I think is a damn good guess. I'd say America again, based on the colour of the signs, the cars, and the layout. Somewhere mountainous. Avon is a mile ahead. I don't know where Avon is within the confines of a state. So we'll crack on here. Well, Denny's is definitely an American thing. Uh, Fast food chains, though, I don't suppose are locked down to any one particular place. The only Denny's I've been to is in Florida. And I have to say, being a born and raised um, in the United Kingdom, I found it bizarre to go to a fast food restaurant that basically sold me the same things as McDonald's and Burger King and KFC and various other name brands I'm probably not really supposed to mention. That I was waited on. I had a waitress in a McDonald's essentially. I did find that weird. Beaver Creek, schoolboy humour. Ski areas. So it's somewhere you can go skiing. And Beaver Creek, Arrowhead, next right. I don't know where Beaver Creek is. It might be some hugely famous thing that I just don't know about, like a giant ball of string or something. But you can't know what you don't know. You just it's impossible. Google car going far too slow for everyone else, it seems. Being passed along the way here. That seems all quite arid mountain to me on the right hand side. Left hand side looks a little bit more lush. The fact that you can go skiing kind of says it might be more Northern America. I mean, obviously, if you've got mountains in the area, it doesn't have to be Northern America. The mountains could get cold enough to ski on. What happens if I want to go to Avon? Google car. How do I get to go to Avon? Can I read anything on that sign? No, I can't. If I could see the route number, that might be at least semi-useful for combing the map with. I wished I could have gone down there now. Even more so than I did before. We're doing better this round by round 3 than we were the last round, so looking to beat my score each and every time until we get somewhere close to the top score would be good. I think we're failing miserably in terms of getting close to that top score, really. If there's 5,000 around, it averages out that we've got 3,300 per round. Oh my word. Big long straight roads are fantastic to go places, only if you know the places you're going. If you don't, then this could be quite scary because you could be going in the wrong direction for a long, long time. Speed checked by aircraft. Now that is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like that. They actually fly aircraft over here to speed check you. I mean, for all I know, this could be somewhere like California. Okay. So we're heading west on Interstate 70. Does that say Colorado? It does. Now then. My brain has completely and utterly frozen me as to where the bloody hell Colorado is. Oh, there it is. So we are heading west on 70. And there is 70 coming out of Denver, going right the way across over here. Goes a long old way. So the other place was Avon, wasn't it? Was it Avon? turn off as we came off the 70 towards Avon. I mean, we are in a relatively mountainous region by the looks of it, so here would be good. It would just be good if I could see Avon, and then I'd know that's roughly where we were, because all of that is kind of mountainous, really, I'd guess. Topological maps aside, Moab, don't see Avon anywhere. We would be heading in that direction. I just wished. I mean, obviously this road is massively long. Even if I could. Okay, we are basically going to be here. Hopefully we won't be too far away. You know what? That's not too bad. We were very close. We are very close to Denver, apparently. But I still don't know. There's Aspen, which is kind of what I was thinking when they were talking about skiing. I instantly thought of Aspen, probably because of Dumb and Dumber more than anything else. But 4,000 points is over our average so far, so we'll crack on here. Now, instantly looking around, being dumped in here, I am gonna say Australia. That's my first guess. Instantly looking at the surroundings. I mean, it could be anywhere in the whole wide world. I can't even pronounce. I cannot pronounce that. That's not me being rude. I wouldn't want to upset anybody. Wouldn't want to make anyone mad. That seems more Amstel Lager. I don't know if that is an Australian thing. We are indeed driving on the left, which kind of still makes me feel. Oh, I can't go any further in that direction. Still makes me kind of feel like we're in Australia. That stop sign written on the floor is in English. That looks like it says wholesaler. So again, it appears to be written in English, which would suggest either a very touristy area in another country, or a country that is English speaking and drives on the left hand side of the road, of which I can only think of Australia. Is that a ute? If it is, We're definitely in Australia. Okay, we must stop. We must stop. Uh, Ahead, vous, stop. Well, that's kind of upsetting, because I don't know that that would be Australian. I got a big green sign of places. Maybe this could help, or just confuse the issue more. Those do not sound Australian. They in fact sound more African than anything else. Again, we need some confirmation via a flag or some other thing that really lets us know. Google car having some sort of weird fit, it would seem. Doesn't know where it's going. I don't know anywhere part of the world particularly well, but I'd argue that Africa is probably one of my least known about places, land masses in the world. I'm guessing that's kilometres and not miles per hour. Otherwise, everyone would come here for their racing thrills. Am I really gonna comb the whole of Africa for the names on those signs? I may have to. Yeah, I may have to. As much as that sucks, I can't remember the name of them. Appear to be going far too fast and hard for my browser to keep up with. So yeah, we could be anywhere in the world, and we could be, if we are indeed in Africa, as I have made an assumption that we are, then really and truly we could be anywhere. Marble Hall sounds more my speed. Dr. Congo. Where do I think we might be if we're anywhere? No idea. Literally no idea. Let's go into Mozambique. 586 road might help. Nothing really sounding even remotely similar. Not that they necessarily should. I mean, we could get this massively, massively wrong. I could pinpoint somewhere in Africa and it could be nowhere near it. End up back in Australia, where I originally thought it was. I'm not even seeing any R roads either. Bimbo. N roads. Maybe would I have to go in closer to see R roads? That could be bad times. Quite honestly, none of these places are obviously. I say none of them are obviously. It doesn't look obvious that any of these places on this particular sign are huge, great places. I am just going to stick a pin in Mozambique and see where we end up. Okay, well, I didn't think it would be in South Africa, and I didn't think it would be near Johannesburg, to be thoroughly honest. I expected it to be far more uh, populated near those areas. But there you go. 642 miles, not bad. We got halfway through our points here, so that's not bad at all. Now, I like to make an instant guess where we are, and I would say America. For this, now that says Liverpool Pizzeria, so we could be in Liverpool, England, or we could be in Liverpool, America. Or it might not be Liverpool at all. Looking at the vehicles parked around, I'd say we were in Liverpool, America. Which was my first guess. And considering we have just seen cars driving on the right hand side of the road, police vehicles that are American, I would say we are in America for sure. This way looks a little bit more interesting. Yeah, we definitely are in Liverpool. In America, which I would guess is in the New York area. I don't know if it is Liverpool, New York. Obviously, there are a lot of English town names in America because of the colonialization of America. See, there's Manchester. There aren't many people that are aware that there was a Manchester in America, a Liverpool in America, and a few others. I think there's a Greenwich in Connecticut. Man, it's got to be in here. There's Norwich. Where the bloody hell is Liverpool? Dover as well. Oh, well, there's Brooklyn. Is it the same Brooklyn? Who knows? I mean, it's mildly annoying that I know that I'm in Liverpool. I know that I'm in America, Liverpool. It's really frustrating to not know where Liverpool is in America, and I'm sure I've seen it as well. That's really quite annoying. Really quite annoying. I guess that would make Brooklyn north of where we are, if it is indeed the Brooklyn. Again, if there was some sort of state mention and or more information, perhaps we should. Can we head towards Brooklyn? Okay, that says Bank of Montreal. Now, Montreal is in Canada. I didn't think that's where Liverpool was. Be nice if I could actually zoom in. I mean, it could just be the Bank of Montreal. In America. Because I honestly thought Liverpool was in America, not Canada. Although Scotiabank would say uh, Yarmouth as well. Excellent. It's a very English area, or an old colonial. That seems French almost, which would again perhaps point to Canada. I can't imagine there being that many English names in Montreal though. I think there's more of a French and Dutch colonialisation in Canada than there was English or British as it was. I do actually believe there's a New York in England as well. Uh, Sorry to sound like Chewbacca just then. The bargain shop. Well, Main Street Quickway. Excellent. Come on, people usually have flags outside their businesses or houses. Do they not? I don't see. Being ignorant to the whole concept, I thought that in especially places like Quebec and places like that, I thought it was law that you had to put signs in French and English, because of the French-speaking population within those areas. Maybe Montreal doesn't suffer those things. Come on, there's a flag somewhere. Really wished I knew where Liverpool was within uh, Canada or America. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where you are? Uh, if you're watching this, you might be screaming at your monitor, going, "It's in so and so. It's in, I don't know, Milwaukee or something, Milwaukee, um, or something." Very American yellow school bus, but again, no idea if those things exist in Canada as well. Those street names aren't really going to help me, I don't think. I have no idea if there's more than one place called Brooklyn in America and or Canada. It doesn't have to be Brooklyn, New York, and it doesn't really look very New Yorky, I have to say, from what I see of mainland New York when I was there. This doesn't look anything like what I saw. And that looks like a dead end. Okay, so back to our map. If anyone knows where Liverpool is, Liverpool, anyone? Liverpool? Have you seen Liverpool, anybody? Rome? In fact, you know what? I'm just going to stick Rome because I have no clue and we're wasting time. Okay, so I, I said the Scotia Bank back there, the Montreal blah blah blah. Really and truly, Nova Scotia should have been a good choice, especially as we have Halifax, Yarmouth, Weymouth, there was another one, New Glasgow, many places that are reminiscent of the United Kingdom and the people that would have lived there. So there you go. That's the end of our game. We ended up with 16,106 points in that one. Could have been better, obviously, but I believe that's better than the last time. And as long as we continue to improve that score, then I will be happy. If you like this video, obviously do come back for another. If not, maybe you like one of the other videos that's on my channel, and if not, then maybe you don't like anything. That's fair enough. If you do like it, then please do come back, and I will see you then.